A Mothman sighting by my grandmother. This story isn't mine, but my grandmother's who lived with her boyfriend in Point Pleasant, West Virginia at the time of the Mothman sightings. This is the story of her encounter with the monster. Everything said here is in her words, I simply typed it out for her. Anyway, enjoy. I have always been a skeptic of things to do with the paranormal, so when I heard of the so-called Mothman sightings, I simply thought it was all just a hoax. Besides, I wasn't scared of pretty much anything because my dad was a US Marine and I always carried a firearm on me for self-defense. Anyway, about 2 weeks after the first sighting, I was driving home late from work through the TNT area. It was about 11:40 p.m. at this point and it was pitch black for the most part, so I was having trouble seeing through the darkness with my dim headlights. As I got about a mile and a half into the TNT area, I suddenly saw a large black mass in front of me, and I had to slam on my brakes in order to avoid hitting the damn thing. Once I stopped my car a few feet away from the creature, I finally got a closer look. The creature stood completely still in the middle of the road and looked like an oversized stuffed animal with jet black fur, like a giant fluffy mound. What the hell is this? I thought to myself as I reached for my bag. I wanted to get my handgun, because I didn't know if this was a bear or something else. However, as soon as my finger touched the buckle, I heard an audible whoosh sound. I looked up to see the animal had unfolded two massive wings revealing a bird-like body with no head or neck. I was astonished as it stared at me with blood-red eyes which glowed like that of bicycle reflectors. I just sat there frozen in horror as the animal let out a screech that sounded like it came straight from hell. After coming back to my senses, I decided that I was getting the hell away from this thing. Now! I slammed my car into reverse and floored it. As I drove away, I watched as the monster flapped its wings and with one swift motion it took off straight up into the night and vanished. We moved to North Carolina about 6 months later, and I haven't returned to the TNT area since. Flash forward to now and I'm still in shock.